Hello and welcome. My name's Carl. I'll be your host for the duration of the video, which today is going to involve photos from the drone. We're going to connect this right here, right now, and we're going to see what photographs I managed to get from today's excursion somewhere in Niagara. I got some really nice photographs in some really nice locations. I've been doing this for many years, so I do know an awful lot of nice places. I am an event and landscape photographer specializing in the Niagara region, so anywhere from Fort Erie to Burlington. And what I would really like to show today is the opportunity to import in real time photographs, make changes and print, because that's one of the real advantages that I can bring to the table. Anybody can fly a drone these days, within certain restrictions. If you want to do it legally, you'll get licensed, you'll register your drone, you'll get insurance. But a lot of guys will just buy something from Best Buy or another store and send one up and then crash it through a window. It happens. If, like myself, you've taken the time to get licensed, to get registered, you know how to operate the drone and what to do when something goes wrong, because it will, then you run a chance of joining me in one of the 16,000 across the entire massive nation of Canada that is licensed at an advanced level. So if the entire population, there is only 16,000 of us, we're licensed to do exciting things, including, quite literally, take off in an airport. Not something that anybody else can do. There are restrictions. You need to file paperwork, you need to do your assessments, and there's some hoops to jump through. But in a nutshell, you can take off in an airport legally. Try doing that on a basic. Anyway, these are the photographs from today. I'm going to import them in real time. I think that was the first one for today. Yep. So we're just going to take what we've got here, including the video. I'm going to put them into... Oh, there we go. Let's put the Air3, which is what I'm using as the drone. We will import the files. That's going to take a minute or two. As I was saying, anybody can send up a drone, and you can get some amazing footage and some amazing photos with it. What I am able to do with my event photography and landscape photography experience is take those, massage them and print them large, so that if you wanted something across your hearth and the wall, I can print these as large as you want and they will look great. And I know that because I've sold to people who tell me that they look great. So I'm going to take one of these images and I'm going to print it, and you can see for yourself. Now I've got a lot of years of experience on this, so I'm able to do something which it might take others a long time to do. Think of it like the plumber that comes out and charges you $300 to knock on a pipe with his spanner. You're not paying for him to be there for 30 seconds to knock on a pipe with a spanner. You're paying him for the 30 years of experience that he has, learning to know which pipe and where to hit it. So it's easy to take these things in and print them. Not saying anybody can't do that. What I'm saying is I can. They look really good when they're printed. I'll show you. Let's take a look at the images which we have. I was out at Port Colborne earlier today in the Robin Hood. Oops. These are right out of the, that's Mud Lake. More on that later. That's an abandoned property. This is within the catchment area of the airport. Now, I use a DJI drone. That's a separate story if you want to fight about it, whatever. But they won't take off if you're in a place that you shouldn't be. They just won't. You can press buttons till you're blue in the face and you can swear and scream and it won't take off. That's it, period. Unless, as I mentioned earlier, you have an advanced license, which I do. So you go into the app, you say, it's Carl, and they go, oh yeah, Carl, you're licensed, we know you, we've got your paperwork on file, you got a flight plan, whatever, depending on the circumstances, and away you go. Boom. Really is nice to have that flexibility. Especially when it comes to property portraits, because a lot of people are on the flight path. The thing is, flight path? Flight path. What the advanced license tells you is that you've been tested and you know not to go up 300 feet straight into an airplane that's coming into land. It's that simple. It saves lives. Anyway, I'm oversimplifying it. I should also, I think the one I like is this. Yeah. For the actual finished item, I might get some of these vehicles out of the equation, but I think for now, yeah, that looks like one of the nice ones. I will go to the basic tab. Editing is something that comes second nature after you've been doing it as many years as I have. Straight with the auto. First of all, that's too dark. I don't like it, so let's bring that back up again. See the histogram here, the blue is off. That is what it should look like, but I think that's a little too yellow for my taste. Bring that down again a touch. There you go. We've got some clipping in the black, so let's get rid of that. Let's take a look at the detail. I use the drone noise basic preset, which I have. I think that is a little bit too severe on a bright summer's day like this. We'll just mask that sharpening and maybe apply a little. Do I want to? Oh, I'm maxing that out. There's no real cloud in the sky, which is a shame. I could replace this cloud at the sky, but I'm not going to. I will. No, I won't do that. I will. That's a good idea. Try that. There we go. It's got a lot more colour in it. Vibrant. I like vibrant. I can shoot in any style. A lot of my portfolios you can see online. Just look me up. And I can shoot to whatever style that you like. But from personal choice, let's back that off a little bit. And maybe, let's take a look at that. Yeah, maybe just a little up. There you go. Excuse me while I get some paper. Only the best. Epson presentation paper. Designed for large, high quality prints. Not the cheapest. Part of the reason why it's not cheap to get prints. No, I won't do it for exposure. I like paid exposure. It works for me. So I'm going to grab a sheet of this. Well, nice and large. Put it in the printer, which is coincidentally, conveniently, right beside me. There we go. Make sure it's the right way up, because that does make a difference. And then we will go to print. Again, I'm rushing this. I just want to see what it looks like. This is a test print. For the real one, I would take out minor distractions like the vehicles on the road and so forth. I've got that there, but you know what? I like that there. More. No, that's in the way, but that is yeah. Right on. For some reason it won't let me. Doesn't matter. This is a test print. To print that. Yeah, I'll leave it there where it is. And preparing print job, as it says over here at the top left. It'll take a while because it's a large image. This is pretty much right out of camera. But it's using my own presets, my own experience, and my own taste. This might not be how you like it. I will obviously accommodate that. Looks fine. Yep. And away we go. Okay, so while it's doing that, I'll just recap by saying that I am a Niagara-based photographer. Events, family portraits, parties, conferences, weddings. Also real estate. And I can print large for your wall, which is of interest to a lot of people because they're quite rightly proud of their properties and they want to see them. And yet, it's an interesting thing. You don't see your house when you're in it. So, this is really good for property portraits, as I say. And they can be as large as you want. I can print these things 5-6 feet wide if you want, and they'll look good. By default, I do 13 by 19, which would be framed perfectly into a 16 by 20. That'll give you an idea of the size that you can work with. It can be larger, it can be smaller, it can be the same. I recommend 13 by 19. I think anything else is too large. Having said that, I've literally printed billboards before now, for use in various commercial applications, which is fine. I'm watching this as it comes off the printer. It's looking rather nice. Now when I hold it up, I'm using a green screen behind me. I don't know if that's obvious. It should be. This is an image of mine somewhere in Niagara. Prints are available. Prints are available for all of my images at the same kind of quality and resolution as we're hoping to see here. But the green screen may or may not work with when I hold up the print. We'll see. If it doesn't work, then I'll just show you the image full screen. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's a lot of, I'm a huge fan of detail. The more detail, the better. I can get lost in an image. There we go. Yeah. There's something special about holding a print in your hand. You can't get anywhere else. There you go. that is pretty much straight out of the camera, straight to the software with my 30 years of plumbing experience banging on pipes. And that is going into my portfolio and into my print case because I really like it. I will make a few tweaks. I'll get rid of some of the distractions. I notice there's a blue thing here. There's a car and a thing. Yeah. Tweaks. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to say thank you for your time. If you like what you see, please like and or subscribe or both. Share the video with your friends. And by all means, get in touch. I am a photographer based in Niagara. I'll travel beyond Niagara if required. But anywhere from Fort Erie to Niagara Falls, to St. Catharines, to Burlington, to Welland, to Dunville. I just love to travel and I love to do what I do. And I hope you like what you see. We'll see. Give me a call. 289-228-4978. Or my email address is Carl G. That's Carl with a C. C-A-R-L-G. At carlg.ca. carlg.carlg.ca. Can't make it any simpler than that. Okay. Thanks again. My name has been Carl. Your name has been your name. And I hope to see you again somewhere in Niagara.